Hey everyone, thanks for tuning into the channel. This is Todd here with STP, or the Swing Trade Pros, coming at you with part one of a two-series bot and indicator video. This video is going to be directed to the indicator users, and that's the guys and gals that have our indicator subscription and are trading on, the US stock, crypto, Forex markets using our indicators. And on this video, we're going to basically go in depth on the new re-entry indicator, which we have tweaked, and we've added a few different filters and settings to safely improve signals for our users. So let's get into it. I apologize about the chart quick. I'm running out of monitor space just to show you the indicator settings plus some text along with it. So the re-entry indicator, specifically it's called STP RAPIDFIRE re-entries. This is part of our STP indicator subscription, which is $50 per month. It does come with bot guides as well, which can show you how to set up cryptocurrency bots that'll trade 24/7 for you. The indicator case use would be for scalping volatile assets for quick and fast deals that compound over time. Like I said, it does work best on volatile trending markets with clear direction, meaning if you've got a clear breakout, our indicator will follow it along and re-enter. And over time, that does compound very quickly, especially with the volatile market. Hopefully that's clear. Anyways, we do have clients using it on all markets, stock, crypto, Forex. New indicator features include Heikin Ashi Selector for candles. This improves usage of indicator on HA candles. That's this setting here. This has been out for a while, however, we have not done an updated video on it, so I figured I'd just go over everything on this indicator now in this one video. So some of our existing users will be like, well, that's not new. Yeah, you're right, it isn't new, but we might as well go over everything while we're here, just so everyone understands. The High Timeframe Filter, or the HTF, that's this checkbox here. That allows users to always trade with the trend. So if you select this trend detection box and you input a higher time frame in minutes, it's going to use that to mask non-opposing trend signals. So the example here on this chart would be a 2-minute chart masked by the 20-minute chart. So what does that mean? That actually means that you're trading on the 2-minute chart, but you're taking direction from the 20-minute chart. So if in this quadrant here, the 20-minute chart is short, that will not, the high time frame filter will not allow us to throw any longs in here. You only throw a long or a buy signal when the trend changes on the 20-minute, which is right here. So that's selectable. That box is selectable. It's in minutes. So we've got users that are using it on multiple time frames. 15-minute masked with a 30-minute and whatnot. The indicator subscription, you can pretty much go all out and in depth and tweak any sort of setting that you would like. This is what we are using and recommending for scalping across all markets. So that's very handy because it basically allows you to always trade with the current trend. So you're not going to throw any faulty buy signals here or any faulty sell signals here. The only drawback to that is when the market is not really trending and it's chopping, it's going to be a little bit delayed, but it's always safer to trade with the trend than not, because if you don't have that filter on, you're going to have a lot of undesirable signals. So it's always best to trade with the trend and as safe as possible. The original sampling period and range, this is adjust indicator sensitivity or candle look back. This is the candle look back and this is the sensitivity, basically. It's easy way to explain it. The re-entry take profits long and short. So this is percent based and where a re-entry signal will throw next, as long as the current trend remains the same. This works excellent in a moving market. So there is one more additional filter that does change this as well, but we'll get to that later, right? That's our new RSI. So the re-entry percent is calculated based on bot take profit plus slippage and other factors. So we've got it set at 0.7 because the long and short of it is we want to have a little bit of a slippage if we've bought at market or limit and we're 0.1, 0.2 behind. We're gunning for 0.2 to 0.3 profit. So if you're already at 0.5 and something buggy or there's an API or exchange delay, you always want to get that new re-entry to trigger. You don't want to miss this. So you don't want to have this too tight is what I'm getting at here, as it is percent based. So It is calculated based on bought take profit plus slippage plus other factors. You can adjust that if you have the indicators direct. Like I said, some folks have this a little bit tighter and they're gunning for less take profit, or they have it higher. This indicator will work on multiple charts, multiple time frames. You could use this on the 5-minute, the 15-minute, and go for a higher take profit if you would like as well. The usage of it, is to throw an alert after your current bought deal exits in profit. So right here, the original sell goes, okay, and assume our bot gets out here, okay, excellent. We come over here, nothing happens here, reentry 3 fires here, and then we exit on this wick. Just for an example, or we exit here and then reentry 4 fires, we buy here and then we exit down here. So it is basically to re-trigger a scalper bot with a low take profit to consistently compound and get you close to that 1% per day or higher, depending if the market moves. So the only downfall with this is sometimes, like here, you will not get reentry 3 and reentry 4 back to back. Maybe the market's moved a little bit too quick. Because it's percent based, if it dumped from, well, doing the math, 0.7 times 2, 1.4, if you had a 2-minute candle that dumped 1.4%, you're going to get only one alert in that because it is once per bar set. However, if they're spaced across 2 candles, which this is 2 candles, then you'll get both. But if it's 2 candles back to back, 1.4% drop on a short, you might only take 1 deal. And that's because by the time that reentry 3 comes in, triggers your bot, sends us to exchange, you enter, you might buy at limit and you're a little bit behind anyways. If you buy at market, you might be lucky and you get it, but there are times where we don't always catch every signal. So in a nutshell, reentry equals re-trigger your scalper bot after it's already exited in profit. Another cool thing to note here is that TradingView will only show 28 reentries long or short on the chart. This is a TradingView default. We can't go any higher than that. We had it coded for a lot more, but then it wouldn't allow us. So quick story, it will show only 28, but it'll push alerts past. We had a bunch of clients there, I think it was a couple weeks ago with ETH, and they must have been at 30 to 35 reentries, and they weren't shown on the chart, but it was still firing alerts. So like I said, this is really good for trending markets. If you've got a clear upwards trend, your chart might only show 28 to here, but you'll be still firing alerts on the way up. It's just a TradingView bug. I do hope they fix that soon or whatnot. Otherwise, the indicator will continue to produce alerts, however, they won't be shown. So just thought I'd throw that out there for everyone to know. Now, obviously, reentry take profit is adjustable here. The new one that we just added is the RSI filter for both long and short. This is a new improvement to our indicator and is active for re-entries only to filter them. This is built on RSI 14, which I've got loaded on the chart. This will allow users to filter signal settings and avoid longing the top or shorting the bottom. The default setting is 80 for long, 20 for short. This means you will not throw any long re-entries if RSI is over 80 or any short re-entries if RSI is below 20. Let's just experiment with that and I'll show you how it actually works. Let's go over to here. So if you notice these shorts here, I've got my RSI filter already set to 20. If I take this down to 0, meaning no RSI filter, we will in essence short the bottom. The downfall is you do miss a few here. So we miss reentry 1 and reentry 2, as well as 5 and 6. But the real killer one here is 7, because this would be shorting at the bottom of a move. And then from there, the market rapidly reverses, whatever market you're trading, right? So there's pros and cons to this. The con is that you're going to lose some of these valuable signals that do actually work out good. But the pro is you're not going to take anything near the bottom. And with this style indicator with the reentry, the last reentry before trend change has always been the one of concern. It is where is it going to hit? How far into the order books are you going to buy? How quickly is that reverse going to happen? So for us, we are comfortable running this at 80 and 20 because now, sure, we're only taking 3 signals down, but we're avoiding basically what could be an auto reverse signal right here, right? If we wanted to short this, if you've got this off, you would in essence be buying somewhere in this candle here, and if you're buying at market, you might be buying 89.40, 89.50. Hard to say where it is, where you actually do buy, and then from there it quickly reverses. So it's not really a desirable signal. So found that 20 works good for the shorts, and then the same for the longs, except the longs will be 80. And just to show you how it works on the longs, let's bump this up to 100 so that we're masking basically nothing. And then from here, you can see we do miss a few here as well. So we miss a couple here, but we also miss buying this guy up at the top, which this one would work out over time. It would just have to have a level of DCA, and then would probably get out here. But at the same time, the risk to reward is there for us because it's safe for scalping and it's avoiding that last signal on trend change. So we're keeping things default settings here for 80 and 20 for our users. Indicator users can tweak with them. We've got some folks using 78 and 22 or 75, 25, whatever, right? With the indicator subscription, it is completely customizable. Now, so last thing about it is it does avoid undesirable signals when the market is severely oversold or overbought. This will allow users safer signals. It will filter some signals out when the market is moving fast. We saw that we're missing 1 and 2 short here, as well as 1 and 2 long. But however, we are missing the drop signal here and the one that buys the top up here. It will filter out some signals. It will do a good job on the last signal before trend change. It's not perfect. We're still working on things. Obviously, we're always improving. But this is working really good here on volatile markets. So indicator markets to trade. So what do we have so far? We have all crypto using 3 commas, Alertitron, GooseX, etc. Basically, you need anywhere that can accept a webhook. So you're pushing TradingView alerts through a webhook to a bot platform, whether 3 commas, Alertitron, GooseX. You know, there's tons. You can use whatever you would like. 2-minute chart, 28 and 6.7 reentries. We have found BTC using 20-minute high time frame filter is great. Alts, I'll show you the alt charts. We prefer the 30-minute high time frame filter because alts are a little bit, they move a little much. So this is Cardano on a 30-minute filter. The only thing that has changed here is we've got the 30-minute filter on this, and we bumped the RSI down a little bit. So 78 for long and 22 for shorts. So basically we're masking a few more signals, as you could see here, right? We get a few to here, it moves rapidly, and then we have 11 and 13 buying right here, which gets out down here. And the same thing with the longs. We do miss a few on the way up, but you catch 4 signals on the overall move. So with the alts, recommending the 30-minute high time frame filter. Now we do have a few folks running on Forex, so there is the TradingView integration on Oanda, anything that can accept webhook, or there are a few custom Telegram bots that you can send alerts to MT4 that can help traders. So with the Forex, obviously it doesn't move as much. I'll load US dollar, Japan yen. It doesn't move as much, so it would be up to you what you want to set it up. On this chart, it's a 2-minute chart, 20 and 6.1 reentries. And this is just standard 80 and 20. So all I did here was just lower the reentry because you're not going to get, well, you do get some good movement on Forex, but generally speaking, it doesn't move as much. So I lowered the reentries just to show you. And on this example here, sell signal comes in at 109.580 or so, or no, can't even see what that's at. It's at $109.04, call it. And you've got reentries all the way down, 26 of them all the way down to 106.57. So that's a decent move. That's 2.65% move. So you would catch some of this, and you catch a good movement here using bots on this. For US traders, if you open the trading panel, there are a few integrations on here that you can check out. I don't exactly know how they work and I haven't got there yet, but I do know there is custom Telegram options. You just have to do a little bit of research, get the indicators, do a little bit of your own research. You can find a Telegram bot and push some alerts over. Easy peasy stuff. Just, you know, takes you a little bit of time to figure it out. And then lastly here, so all stocks, Alpaca API, this is on the to-do list, same with the Forex stuff as well. And I'll load the S&P US stock market in an ATF, same indicator settings as crypto, 2-minute chart 20 and 6.7 re-entries. As I said earlier, this is on the to-do list. You do catch some good movement here. Obviously, this is with extended hours on. With extended hours off, this is what it looks like as well. Load it here, you get some shorts down here, and then a lot of longs on the way up, and then same thing. You know, so can work out very good. Obviously on the to-do list as well, same thing. You require a webhook, you're pushing a TradingView alert off TradingView to a platform to trade for you. Alpaca APIs first on the hit list to take a look at once we get some free time to figure out how it all works. So in a nutshell here, indicator has come a long ways from once we first started last year in June of 2019. This has been tested on the crypto markets over the course of the past year. There's been a lot of blood, sweat, and money thrown into this. No tears because we're not crying, but regardless, the indicator is not perfect. So is the indicator perfect? No. Expectation versus reality. If a perfect indicator is out there, it should not be sold. That's my honest opinion. It has came a long way since inception. It is definitely worth its weight in gold, this indicator alone. You know, we've got guys making a couple $100 per day on this when the market moves easy. Access is granted through our STP indicator subscription. That's just on the website here, www.swingtradepros, click indicators. Excuse, I should have said one more W there, but all good. So if you load this, you come on over to here. Subscription is just basically granted on that. It's a monthly subscription. You get access to our bot guides. You also get access to our private client chat, and you get access to all 10 plus. Actually, I think we're at 13 or 14 indicators. But regardless, come on over here to shop indicators. Oops. Come on. Sorry about this. Yeah, here we go. This is all our products. Select indicators, and this will show you everything on here. Reentry is one of the indicators on here as well. Buy and sell signals, support and resistance, wave trend, price flow, oversold, overbought, RSI bands, momentum, auto fib, auto trend, DMI, and this will take you over to the published scripts on the STP TradingView account, and you can check out some of the other ones here. Here's the DMI, original buy and sell, RSI bands, which is really good for manual trading, long and shorts, wave trend shown below, price flow, which is a nice ribbon to tell you which side the trend is, oversold, overbought candles showing you when an asset is oversold or overbought, about to flip, auto trend lines, draws trend lines for you, auto fib tool, very handy, and the momentum indicator, and lastly, support and resistance. So other than that, that's basically about all I've had for the video here. $50 a month includes all STP indicators. This is the video on the indicator, the re-entry indicator for our bot users. The current settings, as I said earlier, for us is BTC on the 20-minute higher time frame, 80 and 20. Alts, I'm using 30-minute higher time frame filter, and RSI about the same, 80 and 20. So hopefully this helps everyone. Be sure to stay tuned for part 2 of my next bot video, which is going to be an overview of the last month's bot results and the market, and as well as to show you folks general settings, like where I think we need to be with our settings with the new auto reverse, how it worked out, how did the bots run, and basically just a general overview of the bots on 3 commas marketplace, etc. Anyways, catch you on the next video and take care.